Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. They get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Zappi. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
In motion left is Thomas. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Room here to run. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. On 2nd down, Kamara. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. It's a keeper with fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of heal. Do a little bit of...
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, here's Zappi. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On play action, Prescott. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The Buccaneers had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign.
They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Hopkins, a man in motion right. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dak Prescott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Zappi. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, Zappe. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
A solid stiff arm. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards. Was that supposed to be a curl route and then he improvised, or do you think it was designed like that?
I think it was designed because one thing quarterbacks can't stand is being crossed up on routes. They don't like too much improvisation. So most of the time when you see a play, it was drawn up that way, and that one was executed perfectly.
Yeah, and the defender bit on the curl. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Harris running straight ahead, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Zappe. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and they're front 7 defensively. They've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Prescott off play action. This one caught by Kittle. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
4th down, Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And good running. Going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 44. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Zappe now on 1st and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now Zappe. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Zappe. Complete on the deep ball.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On 4th down, it's Zappe. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw is Prescott. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Michael Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here,
this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Fourth down, here's Zampi.
Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, Prescott. Thomas brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7th. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Throwing, Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point try, good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Zampi to throw on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down now. Here's Zappe.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Bucs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And Zappe to throw.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Zappe throwing forward on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Play action now. Prescott. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That's garbage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Zappe looking to throw it on 1st down.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Zappe. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Prescott here to throw.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, fans usually love to see Tennessee scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
This game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bucs, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.